I once again welcome you all to the Capacity Building Program. The final session of today's program is on Vision Education 2030 in the Age of AI. Will be led by our beloved HOE sir. Kindly take over the session, sir.
Good afternoon. What happened, Krishnaraj sir? You have gone back? Come forward. Feeling sleepy, sir? All of us are feeling sleepy, right? Now we had a good lunch, so you may feel sleepy. Not a problem. But don't worry, I will not let you feel sleepy. See, as the title says that uh, AI and Education 2030, we are at 2024 in the verge of completion. Though the session started in the month of April, but we are all set with our resources to start the session afresh from June. This is 24-25 and we are heading towards 2030. As educators, we have faced lots of challenges while adapting towards the new education policy. Even we are trying to do that, we are adapting that. But I don't know whether do you feel that heat of artificial intelligence or not. But as a visionary educationist, I really feel that heat, and I sense that the whole way of the education is going to be changed, and it is going to be changed very fast, faster than we anticipate. And even at times, you may also feel that there is there is always a question that comes in. Even we are also following the newspapers, X previously, which was Twitter, what is happening throughout the whole world due to the overuses of Chat GPT. You know what is Chat GPT? OpenAI. There is a platform where you can ask any question and they can give you an answer. Ready-made answers. So all your assignments, the children can solve by their own. I also faced a similar challenge. I had two kids at my home. One fine day when I gone back to my home after the whole day's work, a bit fatigued and also mentally not that much agile to also play because the kids are very small. They asked me to bring something for them, but I didn't bring. I think it is also a common scenario to all of you. When you go back to home, they expect something from you. The elder one went, took the phone of the mom. Hello, Siri. Can you tell me how to replace my papa? Siri told, please tell me what are the qualities you have. So Siri is asking that small kid, what exactly are the qualities you are looking at for your papa? Then the younger one told ice cream. So what I mean is smarter kids, smarter technology. Welcome to fourth industrial revolution. I don't know how much serious you are, but as a father, as a teacher, as an educationist, I'm pretty serious. We are sandwiched as teachers. We try to imitate the same way we are taught. Our classes holding the chalk, and teachers who have spent their whole career smelling those dust of the chalks. But when you are entering to a school or a classroom, the children who are waiting for you, believe you me, they are much, much more smarter than us. And they have technological tools in their hand, which is also very smart. So I'm just going to bring it to you what exactly AI means. What do you mean by Vision 2030? What are the small steps we are taking to imbibe the philosophy so that our readiness is ensured for 2030? I mean, for coming 5 years, there is a pathway. We are moving towards that pathway gradually. And also would like to tell you certain tools that you can definitely use to empower yourself as teachers. So are we set? Are we all set? Are we ready to accept that challenge? Yes or no? From the back, I think the male members have eaten a bit more. Right? Can you please be a bit louder? Thank you. Thank you so much. So now we are going to take it forward. The next 60, 70 minutes is something going to be the tools that we are going to use in our classroom, and gradually the advancement of those tools, how that is going to be implemented, that we are going to show. In the meantime, I would also like to call the HODs so that they can also introduce themselves to the whole fraternity one by one. And Balaji sir is there. Balaji sir is not present. Today is on leave. Okay. We have Amit Patel sir, right? He's having lunch. So can is there be a cordless from here only so that they can just introduce themselves to the whole team? I mean the HODs, the in charges, the branch heads. We can start from Suchitra ma'am here only. Suchitra ma'am, please introduce yourself because there are lots of new members who are there in the fraternity. Some of them they may work with you. So can you please introduce yourself?
Good afternoon to all. Myself Suchitra, Saram branch in charge. Thank you, sir.
Great. We have Vanita ma'am.
Absent, sir.
No, we don't have. Okay. We have Satish sir, TCK in charge. Sir, there could be two microphones. That is better. Excuse me. Can you give the another microphone to the people so that it be a bit faster?
Yes,
Sir,
sir. Yes, good afternoon to all. I am Sadish Kumar, TCK in charge.
great.
Yes,
Great.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Already, Dr. Naresan sir and Mr. Krishnara sir is already introduced to you. Can you pass the mic to someone who is also an in charge? I mean, an HOD or an in charge. Like Vijay Kumar sir is also sitting over there. Nagraj sir is also sitting over there. Can you please pass the mic so that everyone gets introduction and the new people, they can also understand what they.
Good afternoon to all. I'm Nagarajan, handling 11 and 12, Commerce Department, HOD. Thank you.
Great. Jagannath sir is also sitting.
I'm Jay Jagannath, handling English for senior secondary, HOD in English.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Govinda Swami, French Department HOD.
We have Najimuddin sir also sitting there.
Good afternoon. I am Najimuddin, Head of Department of Chemistry, Aditya Vidyashram.
Great. We have Batmanavan sir also, Paul Durai sir also, who are all sitting there. Batmanavan sir.
Right, good afternoon to everybody. I think 90% people are known. But anyway, I introduce myself once again. I am Baldurai, Department of Computer Science. Thanks to everyone.
Selvam sir.
Selvam, Senior Secondary. Thank you.
My name is Sridevi. I am in charge of class 9 and 10 Porayur.
Good afternoon, all. Myself, Rama, Social Science Department HOD.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை மதிய வணக்கம். என் பெயர் வசந்தி, தமிழ்துறை தலைவி, பொறையூர்ல 9-10 கிளாஸ் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Happy afternoon to each one of you gathered here. I'm Shanti, handling class 10 mathematics and class 6 to 8 in charge of Porayur. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lima Rosalind from Porayur branch, Department of Mathematics, HOD.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Devan here. Good afternoon, all. I'm Devani, KG coordinator.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Shankari. So I'm in charge of Gurugram B2 campus. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Here, Vice Principal ma'ams are there. And I think HR ma'am is also there.
Hi, good afternoon. I am Kartika, HR of Aditya Vidyashram Group of School.
Happy noon, one and all gathered here. I am principal of Tirubonai branch, Mrs. Mohanambal.
Good afternoon to all. My name is Althea, Vice Principal of Villapuram branch.
Very good. Prakash sir. Yes.
Happy afternoon, everybody. This is Prakash from Karaikal branch in charge.
There is all position holders have introduced. All HODs, in charges. Great. Thank you. I hope the screen is not visible from the back, right? Is it visible? Is it visible from the back? Not visible. Anyway, so I will try to decipher the meanings and would like to show this to you. I hope all of you are carrying the mobile phones with you. And I'm sharing this document in the WhatsApp group of Aditya Vidya so that you can go through this document. That is better. Ma'am, the new members have not yet added, right? No problem. No problem. No problem. Because they're all sitting here, I think they can see. Right. This document, which is published over here, is something called Blue Dot. This is the Future of Education, published by UNESCO, which is quite an authentic resource, who are all doing research on how artificial intelligence is going to change the way our classroom transactions are going to happen. Along with UNESCO, there is a body called Mahatma Gandhi Institute of Education and Peace, that is called MGIEP. They have collaborated and they have published this document, how artificial intelligence is going to change the classroom transactions. So this is one of the most authentic document published in 2018, almost 6 years back from today. So you can understand that the things that has happened during these 6 years have been drastic changes. I mean, there are lots of tools that are developed. I will unveil some of them which are free of cost for you. You can use them in your classrooms with a due course of self-actuations. I mean, you can train yourself by dedicating small amount of time every day, just 30 minutes or 45 minutes, to plan the lessons and also to create a desired outcome with the help of the artificial intelligence. Please bear with me. I will share this document with you in the WhatsApp. It's getting uploaded. So in collaboration with MGIEP and UNESCO, there is something called Collective Human Intelligence. This is a platform which is created for all the educators of 21st century to equip themselves with all different tools related to artificial intelligence. There are multiple different tools that is available for assessment, classroom management, giving homework, making lesson plans, creating PowerPoint presentations. But this is something which is all open source, I mean free of cost, and this is not going to have any kind of effect in your curriculum because this is something which is adapted by, if you look at the schools, they are as partners. Mati sir, internet is not there. It's working. Can you share the password? Because this is something which is my personal phone. This is your phone. It's already JNV who are working with us. I mean this particular program, and also some of the private institutes who are regularly working with this particular organization that is called Collective Human Intelligence. If you look at this particular platform, there are multiple different lesson plans that is available. And as I told that you can also download assignments, give them to the children, and the assessment could also be done with AI assistance. As I told that artificial intelligence is not something which is a rocket science for us. It is very easy as your normal teaching and learning, the things that you are doing since years. And I am pretty sure that you are capable enough to actually adapt this particular technology within 1 year of time. But something which is very important for you is to actually go through this particular thing on a regular basis and dedicate some time. I hope you will do that, because if you don't do, ultimately the situation will compel you to do that. The situation will compel you to do that. That is where you are moving. Everyone is moving towards it. And I think in due course of time, CBSE, along with its NEP, and the other, I mean, NCRT has also started giving artificial intelligence as a course itself from 8 to 10, I mean 9, 10th, 11, 12. Intel and IBM have started working with it, and they're designing learning objectives based on 9, 10th, 11, 12 age groups. But that is something which is curriculum designing. You as a teacher should also get equipped with certain skills. Those skills are very simple: how to use these platforms for an enriched learning experience. That's all. How to use this platform as an enriched learning experience. Now, if I ask a general question, I mean from the back, it is better. What do you mean by intelligence? What do you mean by intelligence? Ability to? Ability to? Can you get the mic, please? Ability to face the situations. Ability to face the situations. Very good. Anyone else? Wisely face the situation. Ability to wisely face the situation. Anyone from the back? From the male members of the family? Yeah, ma'am.
So it is actually adapting to the situation and coping up, and just giving out what they learned.
Very
It's
good.
a learning outcome.
Very good. Intelligence is adapting towards. Great, great. Right. From anyone from the HODs? Yes, sir. What is intelligence?
Logical reasoning.
Logical reasoning. Logical reasoning. Now, if I ask you that this is a machine which all of us are holding in our pocket, in our hand, is it something which is an intelligent machine? If we remove the Google OK or Alexa or Siri, all these facilities, is it an intelligent machine? It's not an intelligent machine. Do you know why? Because it is not able to learn. It is not able to learn. The ability to learn makes you intelligent. Why we are intelligent species? Because we are able to learn. And artificial intelligence is when the machines, they learn from all possible inputs and response that you give. You go to an interview, and the first question that is asked by the HR or the person who is sitting in the interview panel is, they will tell you, introduce yourself. This is the first question they ask you, right? And you start it with your name and your family background and your educational qualifications and the places where you have worked, your experiences. Nowadays, if you come to me in an interview panel, I will tell you, can you please open your Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels that you are looking at? The Facebook Reels are exactly what you are. Do you know why? This is artificial intelligence. In a Flipkart, you search for a shoe. In Facebook, you will find the same advertisement coming in your account. Have you seen this? In Amazon, you find a home appliance. During summer sale, you will find the same appliance coming in your Facebook account. How? Because it is intelligent to learn your responses, your choices. So if I want your introduction, I will just ask you to open your Facebook reel. And if you want to open your Facebook reel, it will be revealing you what exactly you are. What is the person you are? What is your thinking pattern? What are your choices? What do you think? How you respond? All these things make a machine, artificially intelligent. Now, if you are willing to harness this quality in your classroom, where the kids are smarter enough, you don't know what worksheets you have given and which other worksheets are being solved by ChatGPT. You don't know. I can show you that ChatGPT, what is terrain, what is a solar system, what do you mean by democracy, what do you understand about alphabets, or what do you mean by global warming? Everything. If you type a single word, ChatGPT will give you 5 different answers. And all your assignments are being solved by ChatGPT. You know that? You don't know, but you should know now. All the newcomers, please understand your challenge is very vast, but you will overcome the challenge because we will handhold. Don't worry. We'll take you on board. We'll handhold you and take you through those challenges. Only one thing is expected from you, that is the dedication, perseverance, and a day in, day out basis effort. Let us, by drop, fill our vessels. You're not going to fill the vessel one go. That is never going to happen. On a day in, day out basis, day by day, with one drops, we are going to fill the vessel with the knowledges and the attributes that you are going to get. Are we ready, Dad? Are we ready to do that? Are we ready to do that? Yes or no? Very good. Now let us see what exactly this particular platforms are going to help us out. What are the different platforms we have? Let me just share this platform in the WhatsApp group again so that you can go through it. I've set the link again, the link of the collective human intelligence, which is the platform you can use for multiple different purposes. There are also, as I told you, from K to 8 this year, we have started community service program as a part of our internal assessment. You can also plan your community service program from this particular platform as well. You can form a group, you can give them a decent idea of community service. There are services like how to use your education for decreasing communal violence, how to use your education for eradicating hunger. This is all working with sustainable development goals, so you can plan your community service programs also through this platform. All K-8 teachers, please make a note of it, because there is a component in your internal assessment in each term which is supposed to be your community service program. 5 marks are allotted with it, right? With this platform, you can do it. We are very much afraid that what exactly is the role going to be of a teacher, because we as teachers are supposed to be the fountains of knowledge. We have gathered so much amount of information in our brain, and we try to just transact that to the children, and that's how we function. But in the age of AI, in the age of future technology, what exactly we are going to do? Are we going to do the same thing of transaction of knowledge, or what should be the role of us? Many people were also saying that after AI comes in, there are lots of job scarcity that is going to come. And believe me, I don't know what speculation you have when you are thinking to actually the arrival of AI in your classroom, but I am thinking it within next 2 years. Within next 2 years. This year and next year, very slowly, but the third year, I mean 26, 27, it is going to be very drastic, versatile, and a very fast way. It's better you have 2 years of time. Please make yourself equipped with. I'm reiterating this again and again because this is going to be helpful for us. And don't think that this is going to be so much challenging again. There is nothing related to coding or programming that you are supposed to do. You're only supposed to know how to use these platforms. That's all. That's all. Now, if I see what AI is not the future exactly, but it is a technology how the future is going to be shaped with. Now, if my 7-year-old child can ask Siri of replacing the father, then your kid who is sitting in your class can ask the AI to change the teacher as well. Can change the teacher as well. And the future that I am looking at is something according to all the journals that I'm reading, the papers that are being published by most of the genuine sources in the world. What I could sense is that adaptive learning is something going to come in. Now, what do you mean by adaptive learning? Let's say I have 1 lakh different questions, all are MCQ. 1 lakh different questions. All are MCQ, I have a database. Some of the people of this particular team is working with me in this particular thing in a very premature version right now. It is going to be matured gradually. We have 1 lakh different questions in our LMS. LMS is Learning Management System. Each of the question is tagged with the Bloom's taxonomy. Sir was also giving the session of assessment. So just to add on to it, each of the question is added to a Bloom's taxonomy. I mean, the level of the Bloom's taxonomy and also the difficulty level from 1 to 5. The second is the questions are not subject oriented. This is competency based questions, what sir was telling. The plan is getting executed at the back. And you will see it by this session itself, it is getting executed. So the execution is, we have 1 lakh different question. Each question is a competency based question. There are 3 different competencies we have taken: linguistic proficiency, numeracy skills, and scientific temperament. Linguistic proficiency, numeracy skills, and scientific temperament. 3 different competencies we have taken. Each of the question is tagged with one particular level of Bloom's taxonomy and the difficulty level. Now in the LMS, we are creating a filter. The filter is 30% of your worksheet, which is containing 20 questions, all are MCQ. Please listen to me carefully. All 30 questions, 30% is linguistic proficiency, 35% is numeracy skill, and remaining 35% is scientific temperament. First filter is set. The second sort of filter is, I want 20% of knowledge based, 10% of analytical, and 20% of application based, and 10% of evaluation. This filter is set. The next filter is difficulty level. All of us are using Policy Bazaar, right? Loan calculator or policy calculator. We have seen that. Home loan calculator, you can use this, which has a cursor. You can move down from 1 to 5. The difficulty level is set as 3. You apply, click on the apply button. You get a paper of 30 questions which are being set, going to be used as a pre-assessment paper. So the first milestone the child faces is pre-assessment. Pre-assessment response are given. It is not subject specific responses. The questions are competency based. I have fed those data to a platform. I will show that platform to you. This is an assessment platform free of cost, OpenAI. You feed those data, the responses that is given by the child. The AI will mark the responses because this is an MCQ based question. There are questions which are also generated where all the 4 options are right. But option 1 is correct for 60%, but option C is correct for 70%. Now, based on the responses given by the child, those responses are fed to the database that is called deep learning given by AI, which the AI will measure those particular responses and try to map it with 1,000 different responses that is being given in 1,000 different places in the world of the same question given to the same particular age group. This is the way AI works. AI works on mapping the data. As I told you, you are looking at a Flipkart sale offer, the same thing is coming to your Facebook. Why? Because the responses that is being hit by 5,000 or 5 lakh or 5 CR different people who are using Flipkart, they are measuring that data and bringing it to Facebook. So it's nothing but mapping. So those responses that is being given and responded in the pre-assessment is being mapped with 1,000 different responses that is being given on the same question of algebra, let's say quadratic equation, let's say geometry, let's say triangle, same different 1,000 responses, and there is a diagnosis report generated. So a pre-assessment happens, there is a diagnosis report generated. This is being done by the ERP system. So you have an LMS, you have an ERP. Then your ERP has generated the diagnosis system. Based on the diagnosis report, there is a learning plan created. Learning plan created. Again, I'm saying individualistic learning plan. I've taken a term called adaptive learning. This adaptive learning is something which is creating a learning plan for each of the child who is sitting in your classroom. I'm telling this is going to happen in next 2 years of time in your classroom itself. And you will be compelled to do that because CBSE will ask you to do this for their classrooms, for their children within next 3 years of time. You mark my word today. That individualistic learning plan is going to be implemented in your classroom. You are the person who is going to implement that. What the child is going to get? Each child is going to get a personalized board, a personalized tutor. That personalized tutor is actually going to generate the worksheets for the particular child, the learning plan for the particular child, the particular kind of assessment that is supposed to happen. You are only going to facilitate those things which is going to be generated. I'm again marking my words within next 3 years. I mean 24-25, 25-26. By 26-27, this particular day in the month of May, you mark my words that this is something which will be coming to you in the form of a notification. Because the kind of things that I am able to see, even you can also see, it's an open data. The track in which it is being moving. If India doesn't do that, then ultimately it is going to be a big problem for us. Bigger problem for us. Do you know why? Because among every 10 Indians, 6 Indians are of age of less than 20. Among every 10 Indians, there are 6 Indians who are having an age of less than 20. 2024 I'm talking about. In 2030, this is going to be even 8 to 9 or more than even 7 to 8. So India is supposed to be the workforce for the whole globe. Do you know what is the situation of China? Because of their government policy, pensions, government facilities are all banned if you have children more than one. All banned. Do you know what has happened? Out of every 10 Chinese person, there are 7 Chinese who are having more than age of 50. More than 10% of the GDP is going behind pensions, taking care of those people who are having an age of more than 50 or 60. They can't work. And India is going to be the youngest population of the world, going to be the workforce of the whole globe. Now, if India is not getting equipped with this particular technology, then ultimately it is going to be very, very difficult for us. So the policies, something which is going to come in, is going to compel you to adapt this. So get ready, buckle up your shoes. As simple as that. It is a very simple message which I would like to give on a very first day. Because as I told, this vessel is not going to be filled in a overnight or in a fortnight or not in a month. Drop by drop by drop, in next 2 years of time, you fill this vessel with all the skills that you need for your readiness to adapt AI. Now, what AI is, as I told, AI is something which is artificial intelligence, giving the ability to a machine to learn the things based on your choices, the choices that you are making. Life is a choice. Life is a choice, always. The choices you make, that makes your future. You choose to plant tree, you give a cooler world to your next generations. You choose to build roads, infrastructures, and more amount of lavishness, luxury, flamboyance, then you are leaving back something which is very, very fatal for your next coming generations. As simple as that. There is a famous video on YouTube, you have all seen, might be. There is a journalist who is asking a sheikh of Dubai. It's a very famous video. There is a journalist who is asking a sheikh in Dubai that there was a time your ancestors were traveling in camels. They were eating dates. One time in a day, they can only have food. And they are not, 100 years back, they are just 1 or 2 generations back from yourself. And now you have cars like Bugatti and your private jets and your every lavish life. What do you think your children are going to be? This is the question asked by the journalist. What do you think your children are going to be? The sheikh told that they're again going to go back to the camels. They're again going to eat dates. Do you know why? The hardship my ancestors has gone through has actually made me to earn this particular lavishness and flamboyance and luxury that I am right now living with. But my kids are not going through that hardship. My kids are not going through that hardship. My kids have got everything that they want. Even one of the best facilities, best luxury, best flamboyance they could ever have in their life. So they will once again go back to camels. So what I mean to say is, something what you are going to do today is not for yourself, because you have taken teacher as a profession, teaching as a profession. When you have taken teaching as a profession, please remember you are holding the lamp on your head. You are holding the lamp on your lamp of knowledge. Light of knowledge. Am I right to understand? Light of knowledge. You are all holding the lamp on your head, yes or no? Very good. Do you think that hot oil not spill over you? It will spill over you. Do you think your life is going to be easy? Do you not think that the hot oil will spill over you? It will spill over you, because you cannot stand holding the lamp on your head throughout the whole day at the same place. Not possible. The hot oil will spill over you. You will get scared. Even burning sensations, scars on your body. But will you leave your profession? Will you leave your profession? No, we will not. What we will do is, we will keep on doing something which we are going to do. Why? Because we are not doing it for ourselves. We are doing it for the society, for the country, for the nation, and for the generations which are going to come. Yes or no? Right. So this is something which we are going to bring in, is not for ourselves. It is something for our children, for our nation. Let's see what AI landscape is all about. Where is the current state of AI? Just to give you some glimpse, and also how this AI is going to change our classrooms. This is the current state of AI, which is, yes, the journey, how AI integration is supposed to happen, and what are the current states of it. As I told, there are two different kind of AI that we have. One is called weak AI, and that is called strong AI. Weak AI is something which is in the form of a Siri or in the form of Alexa we are using. We are also using that on a regular basis based on our shoppings, our choices. Even I don't know, you are also rating some app where after ordering Zomato, you are rating some apps. I mean, let's say continuously 5 days you have ordered biryani from Kamachi. Continuously 5 days, 5 dinners you have taken biryani from Kamachi. When you open your Zomato or Swiggy on the 6th day, you will find the dishes which are given by Kamachi, which are the better dishes, right? So the choices that you are making on a regular basis, AI is taking connect of all those choices, and that's how it happens. So if I think of the journey that you are supposed to take, the first thing is our awareness, second is our skill acquisition, then the strategy, implementation, we will evaluate, and then full integration, then continual improvement, and then future monitoring. This is the way AI is getting implemented. We are right now in the phase of skill acquisition. Awareness is already there because all of us are using our smartphones. Somewhere in our subconscious mind, we all know that what AI is, what is happening over there. Right now, something which you are supposed to do is the skill acquisition, as simple as that. Is it okay? Any comment? Great. Sorry, I got my password forgot. This is a platform which I've already shared in the group. I am once again sharing in the WhatsApp group itself. It looks like this. It names is Framer Space. What it does is, it does learning with gamification. And it is very easy. I mean, whatsoever tools I'm showing, it doesn't require any particular expertise. I mean, within 10 days of time, you can design your own gamified learning. So as I have chosen myself to be a teacher, and I'm also starting a course. Could be available in Hindi, it could be available in English, and I think it could also be available in the language of Tamil. This is also UNESCO designed platform, MGIEP, open source, you can use it. This is gamified learning. You can design your own courses also. From here you can go and you can manage your own course. Create new course from where you can design your own gamified learning. You can choose anything. I mean, you can choose something which is called water cycle of year 6. And you can make a gamified learning of water cycle. See, if I go there as teachers, I can also resume my course which I have started. This is the course looks like. All these courses are based on something which is sustainability. So as a teacher, if I go, let's say digital teacher, English, I can enroll myself now. This is a self-directed cohort. I can enroll myself and I can enter to the course. And I can do this course. As I told, there is only one thing that is prerequisite for your survival. That is your time and your dedication. That's all. Nothing else. This platform is also going to help you out for designing your STEM activities. As I told, that STEM is something which is going to be a 5 mark of your internal assessment. This can also be used for your STEM activity. I request all of you and also the HODs of different subjects and the in charges of K to 8, please ensure that this particular platform is being used by the teachers and they come back to the feedback with you. So after 7 days or 10 days of time of their continuous uses, that what are the challenges they are facing, we can handhold them and we can make a gamified learning platform. Is it okay? As I told that we are right now in the process of skill acquisition. So these are the set of skills that we are looking at. The first of all, we are supposed to use that Aditya Vidya ERP and the LMS system, with the help of which our lesson plans are going to be delivered. Very soon, eSales is going to come up with their training for all the teachers. You are going to have your own login ID and password with the help of which you can enter, and they will going to train you how you're going to use it. Just be relaxed and do whatsoever is asked for you to do. But remember, there is one problem and one challenge that I am able to recognize. Yesterday also I was talking to some of the leaders of your team. One challenge that I have recognized, that challenge is, if you are not able to do something, your boldness to accept that and come and seek for help, that particular characteristic needs to be developed. I'm again saying, if you are not able to do something, there is no problem in that. No one is going to mark you as incompetent. No one is going to brand you as lackluster. But you understand, you are not able to do that. But even though you are not coming and seeking help, is something which will be treated as you are not willing to do. Please understand the difference. If you are willing to do, you fumble, you make error, you make mistakes for 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, 20 times. There are people who are going to handhold you. That is what their work. Even I am also available. But you are not able to do that, but then also you don't rebel. That is not correct. please remember, seek for help. And also, this technology is not going to leave you. If you think that you are going to be in this profession for lifetime, better you adapt it. Better you adapt it. Because I can see most of us are not in the verge of our retirement. At least at an average, all of us are having a career of 10 to 15 years. At an average, I'm telling. So within 10 to 15 years, you have to do it. There is no escape plan. So please better let us adapt it within next 2 years of time. If we go ahead for the skill acquisition that we are right now doing for this next 2 years of time, skill acquisition means getting aware of how to use these particular different platforms for the adaptation of AI. And also, as I told, that there is a backend team who is working for enriching our LMS, which is a very dedicated team. And once this whole questionnaires will be ready, our pre-assessment is ready, and you are able to implement that based on the diagnosis report. The next step comes as a strategy. What is the strategy? What do you mean by strategy? By the way, what do you mean by strategy? Plan. What is strategy? Art of execution. Art and science of execution. If plan itself is strategy, then at times we strategize to plan also. What do you mean by strategizing a plan? What is strategy? Execution. Okay. Very good. Analyzing our strength and weakness for the plan to be executed. It's something which is strategy. Even we strategize a plan to make as well. So when we do strategy, is something which is creating a clear and robust strategy for AI integration. What do you mean by that? Our panels and the boards that you are going to use, which is not functional right now, where we are implementing AI in our classrooms. That is the next strategy that is going to be. Might be the second and the third one could go parallelly. Your skill acquisition related to the AI and the implementation can also be side by side, parallelly. The next thing is going to happen, your full integration. What do you mean by full integration? When all our classroom lesson transactions and assessment are going to be based on AI. That is something which is full integration, right? It may take some time. So if we are ready with the first, second and third, first one is already there, second and third, and then I think we are almost there with our implementation part. Any question till now? From the back? No question? I read out this edition, something which is written for all the people who are sitting at the back. Look again at that dot. That's here, that's home, that's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you have ever heard of. Every human being who ever was, lived out their lives, the aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religious ideologies and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politicians, every superstars, every supreme leaders, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived here on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. This is something which is written by Carl Sagan in one of the book of Space Future of Human. Why I'm bringing this to your notice, because we have already started something which is a new version of science curriculum. We have a new version of science curriculum, and you may find in most of the activities they are also trying to imbibe the philosophy of AI that you are trying to do. In due course of time, your subject enrichment is going to happen by the trainers. Do you know, in science usually we have 3 subject strands: physics, chemistry and biology. But now the 4 subject strands have also come into existence, that is called earth and space. I don't know whether you know it or not. The first Indian, do you know the name of the first Indian who is also going to be a space traveler along with Jeff Bezos? He is from Kerala. Earth and space is something which is going to be the next topic, which you will see as a drastic change going to come in, is going to affect your classroom, because by 2030, earth and space is going to be one of the topics of your maths and science. Astronomical units are going to be there. The way you are doing your mathematical calculations are not going to be the same, because if the way the temperature is getting changed, do we know that by 2050, Earth will not be a place to inhabit it? By 2050, Earth will not be a place to inhabit it, because there are many multiple microbiological organisms which will die the way the temperature is increasing. So the only way for existence is to make human being a multi-planetary species. I don't know whether these are all reaching to you or how you are going to affect it, because might be you are going back to home, doing the same thing again, come back to school tomorrow, but this is something at the back of my head is going to be very, very much effective. Do you know why? The most used resource, water, is not going to be as available as it is today. And you're going to see that by 2030. You will be able to see that by 2030. It will not be available the way it is today. Water is going to be very precious. Why I am telling you all this? Because this is something which is going to affect you and your children in the classroom. Are you all aware of it? If not, then please be. That's how our education system is going to affect the society. And that's how we as a teacher should also start telling our children. There was a famous ad posted in the group by Anu Madam. There was a shower installed in a village in Rajasthan. Many of us have installed shower at our bathroom. We use that on a regular basis. Have you seen that? There are places in India only where they do not get drinking water. Why I am telling you all this? Because in your lesson plan, we are trying to bring sustainable development goals. Sustainability is the theme of our newsletter, which is already ready. I'm just going to show it to you. Sustainability is the theme of our newsletter, which is already, we have curated all different aspects related to sustainability. And so, let us not be overwhelmed by the informations and data. Because data, something which any hard drive can curate. Our brain is not to store data anymore. Our brain is to synthesize the data, to analyze the data. And even analysis can also be done by the machine. Our work is to take a decision. That's where our work is limited to. We are going to make choices based on our decisions. So let us not be overwhelmed with the data. First of all, what you are going to do is something which you are getting equipped with all the different tools that is going to be for AI in next 2 years of time. There will be empowerment sessions coming to you. There will be resource people who are going to come to you to empower you how you're going to use that tool. That is number one. The only thing that is expected out of you is the dedication and the time, and also the boldness to express, sir, I am not able to do, or ma'am, I am not able to do. Can you please help me out? These are the two things only expected out of you: the time and the dedication, and the boldness to say, sir, I'm not able to do. That's all. The next thing that is expected out of you is adaptation of the SDGs in your plans, the lesson plans that you're going to make. SDG is something called Sustainable Development Goals. All the newcomers who have come, United Nations have given 17 Sustainable Development Goals for the whole world, or the whole to be followed. We are going to adapt those Sustainable Development Goals in our lesson plans, specifically from K to 8. Everything is going to be revolving around that Sustainable Development Goals. Our theme is sustainability, and that's how we are going to work with. The third thing that I was telling is, please work towards the planning your community service programs and the STEM activities that you're going to do. By tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we are going to have sessions on that, how you're going to use different STEM tools and how you're going to plan community service programs. As I told, that community service activity is something which is a very important aspect for all of us to understand the effectiveness of our lessons. Mostly this is a one-sided, one-way traffic of informations. It is not a two-way traffic. I'm sorry for that, because the group is huge and it is very difficult for us to accommodate a two-way traffic of informations. But usually my way of delivery is always a two-way traffic. But next time it will be a two-way traffic for sure. Any question till now? Computer teachers, yes. Sir is telling. Paul Durai, sir, can you recognize one computer teacher from your side? Sir, can you get the mic for him?
All right, good evening to everybody. Just I will take 5 minutes. Don't worry about that. Okay. AI means nothing. Simply, if you go to supermarket 2 times, 3 times, if you go to 4th times, they will bring some items before you ask. That is the AI. Nothing. Okay, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, teachers. See, I just want to add the immense potential, the engineering efficiency in AI is something that we are really wondering at. Try to understand the most beautiful, pretty bird of our India, the national bird. Its beauty is its feathers, but have you ever seen it flying flawlessly? It is weakness. So the strength is making it to be weakness. That's why it is not the future technology. AI acquisition is the stage where we are standing. That is the second stage in the sequential process that Sir has rightly projected in front of us. But it is in transformational stage. When I say transformational stage of AI, clearly refers to the adjustment that is globally going on in AI engineering, increasing its higher potential to the next level of potential. Because it is the investment and the technology buyers that are mostly using globally. But in education, if Aditya comes up with AI-centric class, AI-centric teaching module or model, that would be again because the engineering that he says will be coming up with. But that engineering will be again a potential in our teaching, but try to understand that we'll be able to highlight, extend, expand, and protect it. So the task is opportunities, risks, and rewards. So keep the opportunities first, keep the rewards next, and be aware of the protection that is essential in the AI-centric class model that we would be coming up with. Thank you.
Paul Durasai, can you please select any other computer teacher based? There are lots of computer teachers at the back. Anyone who can speak about AI, please?
I will invite my friend, sir. Prasad, sir.
Prasad, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. And then AI suggestions is one of the best in the one of the courses. And then is one of the examples in the Facebook. Sorry. And then the Amazon. Amazon is a one only is a one mail. Is content of the every in the any one of delivery. Okay. And then the building. Okay. And then there's a most of the complaint for the is the only one mail. But is the AI in there is a different types of in the assessment is using for the AI, and then many one of AI is the main one of the natural knowledge. Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Next to you, sir. Computer teacher.
All other 3 members having classes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir. From Gurugram 2 teachers and then Alan 1 teacher. Sir.
Physics teachers. Prasoon is there. You can start.
Is the back.
For good or bad, or are they all going to like it, hate it?
Actually, nowadays they are using even AI in the science and technology. Like if somebody has to do a simulation of a fluid flow or something, normally what we used to do is solve some equations called Navier-Stokes equation or something. But now, even in India, they have started making AI tools which can directly simulate a fluid flow by just if you are feeding some images continuously of some other flows, the machine will start learning how the flow is happening, and it will, without even solving any physical equations or anything, it can give some physical flowing situations where we can get information from those things. So this is what one thing I know about AI.
Sir, next, my department new teachers also want to talk. Ms. Kalsolya. She is Department of Computer Science new teachers.
Good evening to everyone. Artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence processing by machine for a computer system. It's an example to give enough decision making and problem solving and real-time examples for online shopping and management, web services, etc. Thank you.
Anyone else? Great. So this looks great. I think people are The teachers are already aware, but see, it is something which is, again, I'm saying it's not a rocket science. It's very easy for us. We are using it on a day in, day out basis. And famous proverb of Krishnamurti, Jedu Krishnamurti, that not knowing is boldness, knowing is the fear. Not knowing is the boldness, knowing is the fear. So without knowing, you are using all AI, right? You are choosing, you are liking the Facebook pages, you are shopping in Amazon, you are doing orders in Flipkarts and Zomato, you are booking cab in Ola and giving 5-star rating to the cab driver. You are booking hotels in Goa, Ibibo and Oyo. But when you know that, oh my God, this is AI, now you are afraid. So it's something which should not happen. Please remember, it's very easy, but there are certain aspects which you have to be very careful because of the cyber security concerns when we are doing things, doing the transaction, that's all. That is the only thing that we are supposed to be aware of. That is the only apprehension it has. Otherwise, it will take some time. And obviously, there are people who are also apprehending that AI may surplus human intelligence, but that is not going to happen, obviously. There are certain tools, as I told you, that I'm going to show some more tools for you. This is something which is a quiz tool, which can be used for MCQ preparations. The topic that I have chosen is economics, and grade 8, the economic problem of NCRT. You can frame quizzes from here. You can choose any particular quiz. You can download the worksheet. You can see the download version, and it is free of cost, by the way. I'm sharing this link again in the group. Please go through it. It is going to help you out to generate these platforms are very easy for you to actually use, and these are certain platforms which you can definitely explore. You can explore that, design your quizzes for maths, science, English, even you can find certain second languages also, Tamil, and then you can do your quizzes from this particular point. This is something which is very helpful for generating assessments. And do you know what is going to happen? We are going to design something for us that when the responses are given, those responses directly can be evaluated as well. And this is the same pattern that we are going to follow in our LMS and ERP. So please make yourself equipped with this tool also. This is something which is very easy. I mean, you have already well versed with your mobile phone. You can download this in the mobile phone itself as an app, and you can generate assignments and quizzes from it. Great. Now, what exactly we are envisioning about AI, just thought of giving you some of the glimpses. He is a guy from Helsinki. His name is Timo Honkela. What happened? He has got a brain tumor who was actually being operated by artificial intelligence enabled surgery. He was a professor, and he has actually opened something, a forum, that is Peace Machine. Peace Machine as re-emerging Gandhi. He was trying to incorporate that between Palestine and Gaza, but that was not possible, and he's implementing that between Ukraine and Russia's conflict. What is going to happen is this is a peace gunning machine where that could be deployed between two diplomats, and the best possible solution of the conflict can also be generated by AI. You think that how the power of a technology could be harnessed to reach to a very decent extent of political and social peace. I will share, I have already shared this document in your group. Please go through it when you find time. Even I can share you a technology where the text can be converted into the form of a podcast. You can just put your earphones on while you are coming to the school or going from the school to home in the bus or in the cab. And then with the help of that software, this particular text can be converted in the form of a podcast, which you can listen. And that is also okay. I mean, listening is a very good skill that can increase your linguistic proficiency as well. This is something which is also a very tremendous application which he is going to create, and I'm going to bring this down to the social science teachers very soon. What do you mean by peacemaking AI and how he is going to develop, because we are going to implement MU and Rama ma'am. Feeling sleepy? Sorry, please be seated. Please be seated. As we are going to do MUN, as you know, Model United Nations, and there are certain rules of Model United Nations where children will be delegates of certain nations coming up with the problems that country is facing and bringing to the United Nations Forum for talking about the problem and finding the solution. So this particular activity of peacemaking machine can also be implemented through this, and you can also use it as the process of your community service program, which could be a model which you can work. I think this is an immense capacity that you have. First of all, stop thinking yourself as a person who is holding and grabbing a knowledge, because knowledge is free flow right now. The whole world has become knowledge economy. First skill that you are supposed to upscale is how to curate that knowledge and how to use that knowledge for a particular aspect. That is the first skill that you are supposed to have. Even I'm speaking to the senior secondary teachers, I mean, gone are those days where our capacity of holding and memorizing things are going to be the the measurement of our superiorness is something is not going to be. Our superiority is not based on how much amount of knowledge you are going to hold. It is something which is how you are going to curate and use that knowledge. I think this is sufficient for us for today as a beginning. We are going to have this long path. This is nothing but a start. This is a threshold of a bigger picture that you are going to see, and you would also like to have you imbibed with this bigger picture. I mean, what exactly we are trying to articulate, because this is the first phase and a very baby step we have taken towards it. And I think as a head of excellence, this is my utmost responsibility to articulate a vision for our management and for the school. And with God's grace, definitely I will be able to do that, and will take you on board, all of you on board. Sir, over to you. Thank you so much.
முடிச்சலாம் ஒரு 5 minutesல முடிச்சலாம். See, in fact, I don't want to take much of your time. I know that you are all supposed to be leaving. Anyhow, it's a good start today. We had a very big lecture given by our senior principal, our Nadesan sir. As usual, he was taking much of our time. So much of informations were given by him. And next, our Krishnaraj from Principal Vilpuram. I am delighted to see him, delivering such a lecture. And he has, lot of improvement has happened in his, delivery method and all. And he has prepared a nice PPT also. I really congratulate both the people. Coming to this, session, this AA session, the purpose of having such a meeting itself, just to introduce you to people to know about AA to some extent. Maybe some of you may know already, but we would like to have it done in our school also. And we are 100% convinced See, actually, we always travel with technology. Our school is successful because of that only. Yeah, in fact, whenever I talk to our children as well as to our teachers, I always tell them, while teaching, while learning, take handhold technology also with you. That is only going to help you in the long run. It will make things very easy. எதுக்கு இதை சொல்லணும்னு சொன்னாக்கா என்னுடைய லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன். இப்போ என்ன ஏன்னு பார்த்தாக்கா ஏதோ பெரிய விஷயம் மாதிரி போட்டு கன்ஃபியூஸ் பண்ணிக்க வேண்டியதில்லை. இட்ஸ் another ஸ்டேஜ். இட் இஸ் another ஸ்டேஜ் இன் திஸ் டிஜிட்டல் era. That's all. 21st century, we are traveling. It is definitely going to benefit you people, especially the teachers. நான் அடிக்கடி சொல்லுவேன், கற்றல் கஷ்டம், படிக்கிறது கஷ்டம். நிறைய பேர் நல்லா படிக்க முடியாது, அதான் காரணம். கற்றல் really tough. அந்த கற்றலே ஈஸியா போடும் ஏஐ அடாப்ட் பண்ணா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட். ரெண்டாவது சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குறோம், கற்பித்தல் அதை விட கஷ்டம். மண்டையில கொண்டு போய் பூத்துறது, அந்த குழந்தைக்கு கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்கறதுன்றது மிக மிக கஷ்டம். That will also become easy. நல்லா தெரிஞ்சுங்க, நீங்க இது ஒரு பெரிய விஷயமே கிடையாது. நிறைய பெரிய ஏஐன்னு போட்டு இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிடுறேன். Why it's all becoming easy when we are adopting a computer science or computer application or a software? Why it is becoming easy? Because the transfer is very fast, just like a electric current, because it is operated by a electric current, and it stores more data. உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், இப்போ cloud computing வந்த பிறகுதான் இந்த revolution is happening. Data are getting stored, so much of data. நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா எனார்மஸ். நமக்கு தெரிஞ்ச வகையில பார்த்தாக்கா இவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னா, தெரியாத விதமா 2 times 3 times data is available there. யுஎஸ்ல வச்சிருக்காங்க, ரஷ்யால வச்சிருக்காங்க, சுவிட்சர்லாந்து வச்சிருக்காங்க, ஹங்கேரியில வச்சிருக்காங்க. எல்லா ஊர்லயும் they are having their own data. They are spying and they are taking our own data also. இந்தியன் டேட்டாவும் வெளியே போயிருக்கு. எதுக்கு இதெல்லாம் சொல்லணும்னு சொன்னாக்கா, data is more important. Based on the data only this AI is working. It is getting the information anywhere and everywhere. If it is available in the stored cloud computing. Cloud compute, அதாவது cloudsல என்ன டேட்டா இருந்தோ அதை எடுத்து யூஸ் பண்ணுது இந்த AI. அப்புறம் ஏன் அது ஃபாஸ்டா போயிடும் நாங்கள் நம்புறோம்னு சொன்னாக்கா, உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் சொல்ல விரும்புறேன். நான் படிக்கும் போது அநேகமாக 1969 நினைக்கிறேன், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் கால்குலேட்டர் வந்தப்போ எல்லாம் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னு சொன்னா, நிறைய பேருக்கு வேலை எல்லாம் போயிடும். நான் அடிக்கடி இந்த சொல்லிடுவேன், ஏன்னா என்னுடைய லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் சொல்ல. நான் அப்பெல்லாம் ஐ குட் சி மை கம்ப்யூட்டர் இன் மை காலேஜ் என்கிட்ட கம்ப்யூட்டர் இருக்குது, கம்ப்யூட்டர் லேப்னே இருக்கும், கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ் வேர் தேர் யூசிங் கம்ப்யூட்டர். ஒரு நாள் மவுண்ட் ரோட்ல பஸ்ல ஐ வாஸ் டிராவலிங் பை பஸ். ஐ வாஸ் கோயிங் டு பாரிஸ் கார்னர் ஃப்ரம் மை காலேஜ். ஆனா ரைட் சைடு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, இப்போ கூட போனீங்கன்னா அந்த ஆஃபீஸ் இருக்குது, டைரக்டர் ஜெனரல் ஆஃப் அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் விங். அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் பீப்புளுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன். They are the headquarters for the entire India, DG's office. அங்க ஒரு 150 பேர் உட்கார்ந்து they were protesting, உண்ணாவிரதம், to ban, not to allow calculators in the offices. They were doing calculations. அவங்களுக்கு வேலையே கணக்கு போட்டு பார்க்கறதா. தெரியுமில்ல ஒரு DG's office, accounts office. As an engineer, I could not digest. What is these people are talking? Calculator, see, we were longing for computers. அப்பெல்லாம் எங்களுக்கு கால்குலேட்டரை கிளாஸ் ரூமுக்கு எடுத்து போகக்கூடாது. இப்போ எப்படி செல்போன்லாம் சொல்றோமோ அதனால எங்களுக்கு கால்குலேட்டர் எடுத்து போகக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருந்தாங்க. எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ல அலோவ் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. இப்போ கூட கால்குலேட்டர் அலோவ் பண்றது இல்லை. சிபிஎஸ்சியில் சில எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ல அலோவ் பண்றாங்க, சில பேர் அலோவ் பண்றாங்க. எது சொல்லணும்னா, தட்ஸ் ஹவ் இட் நவ் இட் இஸ் கமிங் அவுட். அன்னைக்கு கால்குலேட்டர் வேணான்னு சொன்னவங்க அதனுடைய யூசேஜ் பார்த்தாங்க, then they accepted. அடுத்தது கம்ப்யூட்டர் வந்தப்போ 1984 நினைக்கிறேன், 84ல we were all driving that force, computerization in all offices, everything. எல்லாம் மெயில்ல போடணும், எல்லாம் பண்ணுது. அப்போ இதே பேச்சு தான். அகைன் we don't want to accept what you call what is beneficial to the society. கம்ப்யூட்டரைசேஷன் வந்த பிறகு உங்களுக்கு தெரியுதில்ல, இப்போ கம்ப்யூட்டரைசேஷன் வந்தது. நம்ம இன்டராக்டிவ் பேனல் கொண்டாந்தோம். ஸ்ரீதேவி மேடம் எங்க இருக்கிறாங்க? ஸ்ரீதேவி மேடம் எந்த வருஷம் கொண்டாந்தோம் நம்ம இன்டராக்டிவ் பேனல்ஸ்? 2010 ஏற்கனவே 14 years பேக் நம்ம இன்டராக்டிவ் பண்ணாச்சு நம்ம ஸ்கூல்ல இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணோம். பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் யூ கேன் டெல் கம். நீங்க சொல்லுங்க, 2 பாயிண்ட் சொல்லுங்க. அது பெனிஃபிட்ல இருந்ததா? இன் வாட் வே சொல்லுங்க. Yes, the teacher's job has got reduced. அவங்களுக்கு எனர்ஜி லெவல் அழகாகவே மெயின்டைன் பண்ணாங்க. ஏன்னா by seeing the pictures, by seeing the videos, by seeing the contents, children could quickly grasp it. Teacher's job, it has become easier. Unfortunately, எல்லா டீச்சர்ஸ் அதை அடாப்ட் பண்ணல. நம்ம ஸ்கூல்ல போக ஹையர் கிளாஸ் டீச்சர்ஸ்லாம் they refused to adopt. It is quite unfortunate. We have, in fact, in this campus we had, state board, people they were teaching here, thinking that it is going to benefit. We thought, I think we fixed around 23, interactive panels here that day, 14 years back. Nobody used it, because they didn't want to come out of that, what you call nest. They were all, they were all thinking it is sufficient. What we are doing is sufficient. In fact, if they have used it, means definitely there may be a better transformation might have happened in the state board level. We could see the difference in the CBC curriculum by implementing that interactive panel. அதே மாதிரி தான் இப்பயும் AI. It is going to make things simple. You are all going to enjoy teaching with the AI. நான் சொல்றேன், இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிளோட சொல்லி முடிச்சிடறேன். நான் காலைல எழுந்தனாக்கா யூஸ் டு கெட் குட் மார்னிங் போடுவாங்க நிறைய பேர் வாட்ஸ்அப். கரெக்டா? இந்த போனை எடுத்துன்னு சொன்னாக்கா காலையில எழுந்துட்டு கொஞ்சம் தண்ணி குடிச்சிட்டு இதை தான் ஓப்பன் பண்றோம்னு வச்சுக்கிட்டா ஒரு 10 குட் மார்னிங் இருக்கும். இப்படி ஓப்பன் பண்ண உடனே இப்படி அடிச்சா போதும், கீழே ஒரு இது இருக்கு பாருங்க, கீழே இந்த இடத்துல குட்னு வந்துடும். வருதா உங்களுக்கு? That is AI. It has understood you. This machine has understood you. இப்ப என்ன தெரியுமா வருது? நான் யூஸ்வலா குட் மார்னிங் பண்றேன், குட் மார்னிங் தான் போடுவேன், வேற ஒன்றும் போட மாட்டேன். குட் மார்னிங்கே வருது. இப்ப அது என்ன பண்ணிக்கிறான், ஆப்பிள்ல அப்டேட் பண்ணிட்டான். குட்ல இருந்தா கேட்டி குட் மார்னிங். இது எனக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல் தானே. இது நான் 10 பேருக்கு நான் குட் மார்னிங் சொல்றது ஒவ்வொரு நான் டைப் அடிச்சுட்டு அவசியம் கிடையாதுல்ல. ஸோ இட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி ரியலி யூஸ்ஃபுல். இது ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளா சொல்றேன் நான். ஸோ தட்ஸ் வாட் ஐ டோல்ட் சுப்ரதா ஆல்சோ. Let us know. I don't want to we don't want to implement this in a hurry, and we don't want to do it. And we have got a lot of new teachers that come in this our Aditya family. I want them to take it forward. Don't hesitate. சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி, சுப்ரதா சொன்ன மாதிரி, தெரியாம இருக்கலாம், எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்க யாருமே கிடையாதுங்க. தெரியாம இருக்கலாம். Try to learn. We are here to support you. In fact, அந்த இன்டராக்டிவ் பேனல் யூஸ் பண்ணப்போ நாங்கள் ஆரம்பிச்சப்போ முதல்ல 120 பேனல் போட்டோம், 120 கிளாஸ் ரூம் போட்டோம். ஸ்ரீதேவி வாஸ் த கோஆர்டினேட்டர். ஷி டிட் எ வெரி ஃபண்டாஸ்டிக் ஜாப். அவங்க தான் பவர் யூசர்னு ஒரு டிசிக்னேஷன் கொடுத்து அவங்க எல்லாரும் சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. எல்லாரும் டீச்சிங். இப்பெல்லாம் அவங்கள பிகம் மாஸ்டர்ஸ். லோவர் கிளாஸ்ல இப்ப நமக்கு we are really trying to change to LED panels. அப்பதான் AI வந்தது. சுப்ரா was telling some 3 months back itself, sir, let us not implement this LED panel, let us not buy them. We are going to get LED panels with AI also. It is going to be more useful to the teacher than even recommended. We have been waiting. Fortunately, people are waiting for discussion now. They are ready to supply with the AI implanted LED panels. Definitely, it is going to cost more, but we are not worried about the cost. We are worried about the children. We are worried about the teachers, the efficiency level. That's what we are interested, so that we can travel ahead little faster than before. இதோட நிக்காது, இதோட நினைக்காதுங்க. இதுக்கு மேல போயிட்டே இருக்கும். அதால let us take it forward. We accept, we have to accept the changes. Whatever changes is coming in our way, try to take it. If it is good, if it is bad, okay, leave it. That's all. Okay, with this I think we will conclude. Thank you, all the best, and we will have such meetings hereafter, maybe once in a month, because the benefit, one more thing I want to tell you, as he said, and I have been telling our principal also, don't think that this education, what you are going to deal with, it is going to be stagnant or little, what you call, it is going to travel in a much faster rate. தமிழ்ல என்ன சொல்லணும்னு சொன்னாக்கா இது அப்படியே நிக்க போறது கிடையாது, ஸ்லோவாகவும் போகிறது கிடையாது. It is going to develop at a much faster rate. Kindly understand what I am telling. We have to also travel along with that so that we can give the benefit to the children. Ultimately, thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. We have arrived to the end of the session. I would like to thank all of you for your presence and participation. And I thank all the dignitaries for making the training session more effective. And I thank the management for arranging the interviewing and inspiring program. And I sincerely appreciate our beloved Principal of Aditya Institute of Science and Management for the arrangements and the transport facilities. Thank you once again. The teachers are requested to take tea in the lunch hall before going to the bus. Now I request you to stand for the national anthem.